Hi everyone, it's Adam here from Future Set Mortgage Broking. Hope you're doing well. It's Friday, I've got myself a coffee. It's a lovely morning today, but I'm ready to bring you some mortgage tips for this week, where each week we try to sort of debunk some of the myths and explain some of the jargon when it comes to mortgages and property finance. And today's a fairly simple one. It's basically, what are the 2 ticks you need to get your loan approved? So when I talk to my clients, there's 2 things you basically need. Tick number 1 is, do you have the funds or cash or equity to purchase the property you're looking to buy? First tick, that's the first one. Second tick is, then do you have the ability to service the loans? Do you have the enough borrowing capacity, and are you able to show a surplus to cover all your current commitments plus the new loan? Now see, and if you can get that across the line, that's tick number 2. So that's the 2 parts you need to get a loan approved: funds and cash to complete, and then servicing. So the reason I'm sort of saying that is because some people might have very strong borrowing capacity, like they might have really good income, and looks like they can sort of borrow up to, say, for argument's sake, $500,000, $1 million, whatever it might be. But in their situation, they may have no equity or cash, so they can't get to the next step in terms of purchasing a property. Alternatively, you may have a fair chunk of cash in the bank, or equity in your property, but with your current levels of income and current liabilities that you have, you don't have the ability to service additional loans, so you don't get the tick there. So it's a combination of getting those 2 elements together. There's a fair bit of work that goes into working those 2 components out. But if you are sort of thinking of refinancing or purchasing property, consolidating debt, knowing where your shortcomings are is really key to sort of planning for the future and getting yourself ahead. So best thing to do is always speak to your mortgage broker. If you want to speak to me, you can book a time using the link or button below. We can go through the funding position for your situation and then look at your borrowing capacity and see if we can get 2 ticks. And if we can, then we can look at maybe sort of getting a loan application prepared if you want to proceed further. So I hope that helps. And if it doesn't, just feel free to private message me. I'm happy to discuss it in a bit more detail. But for now though, have a great Friday, enjoy your weekend, and I'll speak to you soon.